easy go.
Hello and welcome to NHL 19 Beta. We got some bags to open here. I think I got a couple. I've unlocked a trait, but it doesn't tell me what trait I've unlocked, so why would I apply it? We got a couple bags. Let's go ahead and unzip these bad boys. Oh, it's got a purple light. That must mean something good. Oh, snap. We got some epic skates. Timbus. Pink visor tint. Oh, okay, so just so you know, if you click apply this to this, it doesn't actually apply it. It just takes you to the customization menu. Just so you know. I did not know that until right now. Got another epic in here. Oh, Canada. I got 5 of these. I got a legendary. The broadcaster. Oh, I can put a suit on. I'm gonna do that. Let's burn through the rest of these packs real quick. That is a cool goalie mask. Okay. Pom-pom toque. Why don't they call it a beanie? So Canadian calling it that. My buddy said that to me the other night. Oh, I got this awesome toque. I was like, toque? Like Toucan Sam? Like you got a parrot? He's like, no, dummy, a head hat. I was like, oh, you mean a beanie? Canadians have weird names for things. Not anything good in these past ones. Oh, I see a blue light. Rare stick tape. A cure for blindness. Okay. So I just want to say some stuff too. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, I like that goalie helmet too. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I really like that helmet. You know, my thoughts on this game from the beta, I guess I should say. I'm not really sure. It seems like they made a lot of changes to goalie that I am not a fan of. All the controls are still the same, but it is so much harder to play. Which is weird because I was sucking it up the other night when I was playing. I think it was last night. I was sucking it up while I was playing. I had one good game. And then once we started playing with a full... We were playing threes, but we had 4 people because obviously I was playing goalie and then, you know, center, winger, defenseman. It just felt so different. And granted, it is a new year, but it's let's be realistic. Every year it's the same frickin' game. They just change a couple of, like, I said that as soon as I started up the beta and started playing. I was like, well, this looks exactly like the game last year, so it should be fine. And one of my other buddies was like, well, no, that you don't see how much better the graphics look? And I'm like, no, bro, they're literally the same graphics as last year. Maybe they turn the brightness up on it or something, you know, whatever it is that they do. But It's literally the same game. And then I started playing goalie. The first game we won because it was just three of us, just a center, a winger, and then I was playing goalie. After that, it went downhill. Like, they're all complaining about the poke check-in. They all kept taking penalties over and over and over again. And, oh, the right bumper is broken and everything. I was playing, I didn't really have that many problems. Yeah, I took a couple tripping penalties. But, you know, in my opinion, there was only one of them that I questioned. Like, I really got a penalty for that? No, two. I'm going to say two. Because there was one where I poke checked and I didn't even see the guy fall or nothing. Even on the replay, he was still just skating. He was actually skating backwards at the time. No. Yeah, he was skating backwards back into his zone. And I'm facing the puck. Like, the puck is right in front of me and I poke check. And didn't get the puck away, but he didn't fall either. He kept control of the puck and kept skating backwards. But then they got a penalty shot. Not quite sure if that was just a glitch or whatnot. Didn't really like that. But as far as goalie, like, I loved playing goalie. Goalie was my bread and butter. That was what I could, 99% of the time, I could go on there and show off. Like, I could pull off, good saves and all that. Yes, it is different when you're playing threes. Because if you have a defenseman that's like some of the guys we play with that just keep jumping up and playing like a forward, then you're just going to have constant breakaways. And honestly, in my opinion, I'm not that good on one-on-ones. Sometimes I can get it. Most of the time, I'd say it's like 75-25. I actually save it. 75% of the time I don't, 25 I do. But with the traits, I feel like it makes your goalie a lot worse. The traits don't really feel like they change that much for the skaters, but for the goalies, it makes such a difference. The goalies, they all feel slower. In my opinion, I really think they screwed it up doing that. If they wanted to put the traits in for the skaters, fine. They should not have messed with goalie at all. Because I'm in position. The puck is going, like, I'm square to the shooter, which is all it says, in all the years before, it says all you have to do is be square to the shooter, be at the right position, and your guy will stop it. I'm seeing it where it's like, I'm square to the shooter, I'm right there, and it's going right by my glove, like my guy has his glove up, and it's just going right by. My guy doesn't reach out and grab it or nothing, he just stands there. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's something that'll change when the actual game comes out. I'm not sure, but in my opinion, I don't like what they've done with goalie. I feel like they took away the auto-saves, maybe. Maybe that's what they did. And by auto-saves, I mean, like, where you don't even have your hands on the controller, and as long as you're in the right position, the goalie automatically makes the save. I feel like they took that away. Which, is fine, because I've seen where goalies weren't even playing, and the people on my team were shooting it directly at the goalie still, and he was still blocking it and stuff. So, if you wanted to take that out, that's fine, but whenever you're actually playing, and you're in position, and it's still going by you, I have a huge problem with that. Again, this is a beta, maybe it's just a glitch and it'll get ironed out in the next game, or in the next game when the game releases. But at the same time, this is EA. They release the same game every year with maybe one change. Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, we get outdoor rinks. Like, okay. That's whatever. Woo, we can play outdoors on one mode, on one game mode. I don't even see why they added that in, to be honest. If you were going to add that in, you might as well have added in outdoor rinks to club, at least. I could understand not putting it in, like, hut and stuff like that. Like, obviously that wouldn't be there. But in club, you can't get an outdoor rink. I looked through all the rinks. I did not see a single outdoor rink. Unless I missed it or they just weren't showcasing that in the beta. That's a change that I hope gets made. I hope they put an outdoor rink in for club EASHL. I'm not quite sure why they even wasted their time with that if they're not going to do that. It's like the threes last year when they added in the threes arcade mode. I didn't like that at all. Some of my buddies liked it. I didn't like it at all. To be honest, I'm not even a big fan of playing threes because it's... if people aren't playing their positions and playing defensively, you know, it's not even... you're not even playing threes. You're playing how many breakaways are we going to give the other team. Which, you know, we got a couple guys that play defense. That actually play defense. You know, they'll hang back. And then we got others where as soon as they get the puck passed to them when they're at the defensive line, if they're even at the defensive line, they just automatically skate towards the net and then usually get hit or poke checked or whatever. And then me playing goalie, I have 2 guys rushing at me from the other team, sometimes 3. And it, you know, this will happen 7-8 times a game, if not more. So I was never really a fan of threes to begin with. You know, maybe there'll be some changes with it this year, hopefully. I did notice they still haven't added in the penalty counter. Like, that was a big thing everyone asked for, to see how many penalties your team has taken and all that. How many were successful, like how many times you got scored on, how many you stopped. Like, that's a simple thing to add in, and they still didn't add that in. So, you know, I'm gonna hold my judgment for the most part until I see the actual game release. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be like every other NHL where it's the same recycled stuff that they do every year. So, you know, we'll find out. But anyways, this was my pack opening and my impressions. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.